Hey guys, welcome back to Choose Your Own Path. So happy Father's Day, yeah. Great day today. My dad's been gone for a while, but still think of him all the time. Everybody's having a great day with their dad. If not, have a great day with me. So, we're going on to the third or fourth part, I don't know what it was. I just uploaded a video yesterday about the coral snake walking stick that we are making today. One of the reasons why I don't post them on other sites on Facebook, that was one of the questions that was asked. Well, you know, I'm going to be blunt. Some of the admins don't want that stuff on it. Why? Because I'm an affiliate with a tool company, and sometimes I post stuff about what I'm selling, as in the wood. A lot of sites don't have, they have strict rules, no selling, no advertising. It's a frickin' woods group. You'd think people would want to at least see what's out there. I'm not telling you to buy the shit that I have, or I can get, or you can get. I'm telling you, this is what I use. You could use the link that we have. Save a couple bucks. If you're a power carver, you're gonna want that stuff. So, anyway, yeah, we're using the Kutzall line of tooling. And free wood. Right. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to take our Kutzall burr. This guy here is I went through all the damn things away like an idiot. So we're going to call this a taper bit. And it's pretty coarse. Now, I showed you guys yesterday that I took all the little bits off, like we went in with our mini grinder, the Arbotech mini grinder, and we shaped it down. It's getting to the size of the hand. It's a little bit short here. It needs to be thin down here. That's fine. The snake is in. The snake is basically, the head is part of the limb that came out. You gotta remember, everybody, this started off about maybe 4.5 inches, 5 inches thick. And then this was sticking out as another branch, so I incorporated that as the head. So we'll work on that. The one thing I want to do today is, I mentioned yesterday in my video, let me just roll around, I went too thin here on the body. Alright, so no big deal. It's not going to be a massive snake. What we're going to do today, we're just going to thin it out a bit to make it more proportioned. I don't think it makes a big difference, because with the painting and the no, it will make a difference. No, I shouldn't say that, that's wrong. What I'm saying is we're gonna thin it out, basically. Like, the neck is still a bit too thick, blah blah blah. I talk too much, so let's get at it. I will put the shop vac on, because here's my air intake or suction. And today, where did I put it? I'm not even organized to make a video. But I got my vest on, my little leather vest. I need my mask, my face mask. Do we go without it? We shouldn't. Usually I have everything set up right here. Unorganized people, come on. Say it, get with the program. There it is. It was where I put it, right here. Okay, so we will be putting on the shop vac, making a little bit of noise. You can fast forward it, whatever, through the noise. I'll stop and talk like I usually do. Let's get at it. to thin out some of the wood. And they're very aggressive, these bits, eh? So they'll get in there and do what you want. You've got to be very careful what you're using. If you're using a Fordham or a Dremel shaft, just be careful, because I control the speed with this guy with a foot pedal. I can take off as it slips, it cuts into you. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to keep it rounded still, if you could see that. We're still trying to keep it round while we're working on it, but we're thinning out the sides only because of the disproportionate size that I did here. I don't know on the video if it looks different, but in person you can tell where I went way too thin here. So we're gonna try to bring this guy out. I might gonna have to put a more of an aggressive bit on here. Let's see, maybe, ooh, I don't want to go too crazy, but we're going to try this guy here. Another taper bit. Why I use the taper bit is because I want to keep the flaring around. I want to keep, if I'm going to take off wood, I don't want to take a big chunk out, where if I would use somebody like this, that would take a lot out. I just want to keep on shaping it. So what I'm using these ones for is, you can see that I'm getting in here, and I can roll it towards me, or either way. Trying to keep with the grain, yeah, but I could sand. Difference is when you sand, that's an extra step, right? So what are we trying to do? Are we trying to save time? Maybe. Sorry, dusty here. We're trying to save some time by not having to sand. That works. It doesn't always. With my Fordham, I try to keep. Oops. I try to keep the shaft. You can see the shaft's about 1.5 inches. I try to put it in, and it's got to go in at least 3/4 of the way. So what I usually do, here's a little trick that I do. I put my finger there, and that's just enough. This way it won't come flying off the Fordham. And on top of that, when you're putting it on, don't forget, guys, tighten it on. And don't forget to pull the pin. This Fordham has a pin size in it. The other shaft, the other ones have sort of like an Allen key. I went and set these up so that I could put them up back where they're supposed to go when I'm using them, instead of putting them always on my table, because I got a bad case of putting aside, knocking it over, putting something on top of it. What happens? I lose it, and then I'm going, oh crap. So let's switch over to this one. Oh, don't jam it in there. Last thing we need to do is break the darn thing. Usually sits in good, then I give it a real test. See how it came out? That means I didn't put it in properly. Don't forget, guys, to make a, like at least a cleaning list of your tools. Grease these guys in at least, I'd say every 2 weeks, maybe more. It depends on if you're really using it a lot. I use mine quite a bit, so I gotta put the grease in it. Important. This thing bends, but it only bends to a certain amount, and then it snaps on you in the inside because it gets buckled. Be careful with that. All right, let's keep on going. Put the fan back on. Into it, spins it around. I got full control of my hand, my thumb's on my wood. The dust is flying in there because there is enough suction. I'm trying to get closer though. You don't want to breathe any kind of wood in, toxic or non, it gets to your lungs. So, what we're going to do is we're going to be building a better airflow station, something that this will go under and it'll suck things down. Using my hands a lot because I'm French.